guys, what is up? If you're wondering how to edit your photos to make them look light and airy for your Instagram feed or your content or whatever you're gonna use it, then you're gonna wanna watch this video because I'm gonna show you exactly how to do that. I have my laptop right here in front of me. I'm gonna show you guys exactly how I would edit a headshot of myself to use in content for my business. So I'm gonna show you guys exactly how I do that in Lightroom. If you don't have Lightroom already, there's actually, you can get a free trial of it down below, but it's super affordable. It's like a monthly subscription that you can sign up for, and I absolutely love using Lightroom because it's super easy to edit lots of photos at once. So say you have headshots from one session that you wanna edit all of them in a row, you're able to do that right in Lightroom. So I'm gonna show you guys how I would edit this headshot. So if you turn to your screen, you're going to see a headshot of myself that I actually had my husband take in my living room. And if you want to see a video on how to teach anyone to take your headshots, I actually have a link for that down in the description as well. You can go ahead and check that out or check it out at the end. But for this video, I want to show you how I would take a photo like this and maybe turn it into something like this. And this is actually using, I'm going to bring the brightness down just a little bit. This is actually using my presets. So if you have any interest in grabbing my presets and what I use to edit my professional photos in my business, and you can use it on any photos you want to edit in Lightroom, a link for that will be in the description as well, and you can check those out. But I'm going to show you and kind of walk you through a few of the steps that I would go through to get a photo to look like that. So I do have that already in a preset, and I actually, in my preset, it has so many different things, and I'm not going to be able to show you everything today, so I'm not even having to think about a lot of this. But the first thing that I normally do when it comes to editing a photo like this is I tend to shoot underexposed so that the whites in the photo are not overexposed at all. So you want that to be, not to be blown out. So when I am editing, I always shoot in RAW first off. Make sure that you're shooting in RAW, and it makes it way easier to edit. Go ahead and bring your highlights all the way down to the left, and then bring your shadows all the way up to the right. That's one of the first things that I like to do. And you want to be careful with this because it can easily become really just look a little bit wonky. Like it's already looking a little bit weird. But I'm gonna go ahead and also bring my exposure up a little bit. And to me, this already looks a little bit too washed out with bringing my shadows up so much. So I'm gonna bring them back down just a little bit, just so the darker parts of the photo are not too blown out. The key with having light and airy photos is to make sure that it's not too blown out while still looking light and bright. And this can have a lot to do with the colors in your photos too. For example, with this one, I'm wearing a white sweater. There's a white blanket on my couch. There's white pillows. There's a really light background with the kitchen. So it's already gonna lend to a really nice light and bright style super well. But for now, those are the main things that you want to do, and just keep in mind when you're shooting and also when you're editing. And then another thing I'm going to do is bring my dehaze up a little bit. I find that this just adds a little bit of pop back into your photo. I'm going to kind of bring my exposure up just a little bit. And just pro tip here, if you want to adjust any of these settings with your literally like the plus and minus keys on your keyboard, you literally just go over here and click on exposure or click on contrast or whatever. I usually just leave it on exposure because that's the thing I'm adjusting the most. And then when you click on your plus and minus keys now, it's going to adjust exposure, which is super fun. And okay, so as we keep going, I'm just gonna scroll down here. Another thing you wanna look at is your color panel. And with the color panel, you can do so many different things with this. But when it comes to this photo, there are two main things I'm gonna look at. I'm gonna look at my greens, and I'm gonna look at my oranges, because the couch is super orange, which I absolutely love, but I'm gonna just brighten it up just a tad. So if you click on the little orange tab, whoops, right here, bring your luminance up and slide it over to the right a little bit. See how it automatically brought some of those oranges up. But again, you want to be really careful with this because you can easily go in the wrong direction. If you bring it up too much, see how it makes my face look really, really weird, which is not cute. So make sure you're not doing it too much, but bumping it up just a little bit. I'm gonna bump it up to around maybe positive 20, just to lighten the overall photo just a little bit. And then I'm gonna go ahead and go to my greens, and I always like to desaturate my greens just a tiny bit, and then bring my luminance up on my greens. So I'm gonna slide it over to the right a little bit, just to brighten the photo even more. If you're shooting outside and there's a lot of greens in your photo, it's gonna make an even bigger difference than what it did right here. And then let's go ahead and scroll down. Another thing that I love to check is enable profile corrections. Let's go ahead and check that and see, oh my gosh, see how much of a difference that made even just in that. It brightened the overall photo so much. So I love to do that. I'm actually gonna bring my exposure back down just a tad because it brought it up so much. And then the last thing I'm going to do is bring my temperature over to the right just a little bit. And then I think that's about all I'm going to do. This is the final photo. This is something that I would share on my Instagram. I could use on my website. I could use on Facebook. I could literally use wherever I want to in my business. If you liked this and you want to learn more, I actually have a free download. It's down in the description. There's 5 hacks for a light and airy style. So I am a professional wedding photographer, and if you want to learn more about how I achieve a really nice light and bright editing style, you can download that guide and learn more about exactly how I'm doing that with editing and finding locations and shooting and all of that. So make sure to grab that down below. Hit subscribe if you want more videos like this one, because I upload 2 every single week and I don't want you guys to miss out on any of them, and I can't wait to share more with you guys next time. Bye guys!